Assalamu alaikum Sebastians. Today we are going to start a new chapter of your book Chemistry Matter, that is chapter number 19, Ammonia. Although this is a new chapter, but the word ammonia is not new for you because we have already discussed about ammonia in the topic of covalent bonding, because ammonia is a covalent compound, and in the topic of acid, bases and salt. So in this topic we will discuss importance of ammonia, how ammonia is prepared, and what reactants are used to prepare ammonia. So these are the few topics that are new for you. Let's discuss the importance of ammonia. Ammonia is an extensively useful chemical. The major use of ammonia is in the manufacturing of fertilizer. Ammonia itself is not a fertilizer. Ammonia is used to make fertilizers. What are fertilizers? Fertilizers are the substances that are used to make up the deficiency of soil, because excessive cultivation of crop decrease the nutrients present in the soil. Therefore we have to use fertilizer for that soil to make up the deficiency of the required nutrient. So for what element we will use fertilizers made from ammonia? Obviously nitrogen. So ammonia is used to prepare nitrogenous fertilizer. Nitrogen is required by plant for better growth. 85% use of ammonia is in the manufacturing of fertilizer, and there are several other uses of ammonia. It is also used in making explosives. For example, TNT. TNT stands for trinitrotoluene. Besides these two major uses, there are some other uses that ammonia is used as cooling agent, as a cleaning agent, and it is also used in the textile industry and in several other industries. By knowing the uses of ammonia, we should have some efficient way to prepare ammonia on a large scale. But there was no efficient way to produce ammonia in large quantity until the Haber process was invented by Fritz Haber. Fritz Haber was a German chemist. He is also known as the father of warfare due to the use of ammonia in explosives. This was about the uses of ammonia. Now, reversible reaction. This is also a new term for you. Reversible, that can be reversed. Reactions means it is a chemical phenomena. It is not a physical phenomena, because up till now we knew that physical processes can be reversed, but there are certain chemical phenomena, there are certain chemical processes that can be reversed as well. So let's discuss what are irreversible chemical reactions. Many chemical reactions can proceed in one direction only, means they cannot be reversed. These reactions are called irreversible reaction. For example, burning of methane. CH4 is the formula of methane. Methane is also called SUI gas. Burning of methane is an irreversible reaction. It will produce carbon dioxide and water vapor that cannot be recombined to form methane again. There are some chemical reactions which are reversible, and one of the example of reversible reaction is the formation of ammonia with the help of nitrogen and hydrogen. 1 mole of nitrogen react with 3 mole of hydrogen to form 2 mole of ammonia. In this reaction you can see we are using double-headed arrow. The difference between irreversible and reversible reaction: in writing we are using a single arrow in irreversible reaction and double-headed arrow in reversible reaction. Reversible reaction means if the reactant react to combine product, the product also decompose to form reactant again. These two processes occur simultaneously: formation, decomposition. Formation, decomposition, they occur simultaneously, and equilibrium will establish between these two reactions. That equilibrium is called dynamic equilibrium. Whereas in case of irreversible reaction, Once the reactant converted into product, the product will not convert back into reactant. Formation of ammonia is a reversible reaction. There are two types of reaction, forward reaction and reverse reaction. In forward reaction, nitrogen and hydrogen are acting as a reactant and they are converting into product, that is ammonia. And in reverse reaction, ammonia is acting as a reactant and it is decomposing into nitrogen and hydrogen, that are products. Ammonia is manufactured by Haber process, that was invented by Fritz Haber. Nitrogen and hydrogen react to form ammonia. What is the source of nitrogen? Pause the video and think about it. Yes, nitrogen is present 78% in atmosphere. So nitrogen can be obtained from air. How can we extract nitrogen from air? Recall the separation techniques. Which technique we will use to separate nitrogen from air? Yes, fractional distillation. And the source of hydrogen is petroleum. What is petroleum? From the word petroleum, you will think about petrol. But petrol is one of the fraction of petroleum. Petrol is not petroleum. Petrol is one of the fraction of petroleum because petroleum is a mixture of petrol, diesel, kerosene oil, petroleum gas, naphtha. So it means petroleum is a mixture of hydrocarbon. What are hydrocarbon? Compound made up of carbon and hydrogen. These are also called organic compound. So by cracking of petroleum, cracking means breakdown. Breakdown of petroleum will produce hydrogen. It is the source of hydrogen. So how will we carry out cracking? Cracking can be carried out by reaction with catalyst or steam or high temperature, but in the absence of oxygen. Cracking of petroleum will give hydrogen and nitrogen is obtained by fractional distillation of air. So these two raw materials are used to prepare ammonia. The conditions for the manufacturing of ammonia are high pressure because these are two gases, and to bring them close to each other we need pressure, and relatively high temperature. Why high temperature? To increase the kinetic energy, to increase the chances of collision, and if the chances of collision are increasing, there will be more number of effective collision. Effective collision means that will result in the formation of product. And what are ineffective collision? That will not result in the formation of product. We are also using iron as a catalyst just to speed up the reaction. Now the question is, if nitrogen and hydrogen are combining to form ammonia, and at the same condition ammonia is also decomposing into nitrogen and hydrogen, our target product is ammonia. How can we achieve good yield of ammonia? You have to think about it and we will discuss it in next lesson. Your homework is to watch the video carefully, read the topic and then answer these two questions.